Hello, welcome to STEM School. In this video, we are going to go through Canadian computing competition problems. Now, let's take a look at our first problem here, tournament selection. Okay, so here's the problem description. So each player in a tournament plays 6 games. There are no ties. The tournament director places the player in groups based on the result of the games as follows. If a player wins 5 or 6 games, they are placed in Group 1. If a player wins 3 or 4 games, they are placed in Group 2. If a player wins 1 or 2 games, they are placed in Group 3. If a player does not win any games, they are eliminated from the tournament. Write a program to determine which group a player is placed in. Okay, so here's the description. Now let's take a look how we can analyze the logic, right? So basically, just from this description, we can see that the player wins how many games, input to which group. So that's our basic logics. And we need to determine which group a player is placed in, right? So here's the input specifications that we can reference. The input consists of 6 lines, each with one of 2 possible letters, W to indicate a win or L to indicate a loss. Okay, so from this we can just quickly imagine that we need some input which consists 6 lines, so 6 input, right? So and there will be the output specification, right? So the output will be either 1, 2, 3, right? So group 1, group 2, group 3, that will be the output to indicate which group the player should be in place. Okay, or -1 to indicate the player has been eliminated, right? So that will be the last condition, that will be the -1, right? So and then we've got the sample value here, so WL, WL, W, and there is the sample result. So we can use the sample input and sample output as for our testing, right? Once we finish the code, so there is another sample input 2 and output for sample input 2, right? So that could be used as testing scenarios once we finish the code. And it basically tells us the logic, right? So we saw 6 inputs. That means in our code, we need to have input 6 times there and calculate the output based on the inputs, right? And all logic is embedded in this description there, right? So let's take a look how we can solve that. All right, so I'm going to pause for a few seconds to let you think by yourself how we can solve this problem in Python. And now let's take a look. So first, okay, let's initialize a counter for wins. Okay, so how many wins, right? So we initialize this variable by equals to 0. And then we just do a for loop. The first for loop, we are going to read the inputs and of course change the inputs to uppercase. So just in case somebody input with lowercase, as my test scenario below, it will just change to uppercase so that we can calculate, right? So that we can compare the result and we can count the result, okay? So if it wins, right? So if inputs is W, then the wins here, the numbers there will be add 1 to it. And that will just go through the loop, right? So because range of 6, right? So we got 6 loop for 6 times so that we can get the inputs. And then based on how many wins we got from the loop, okay, so that we got some conditions more than 5 or equal to 5, we got group 1. Between 3 and 4, we got group 2. and equal to 1 or equals to 2, we got group 3, and anything else that will belongs to eliminated. Okay, so that we got group 1, we are going to print 1, print 2, print 3, and that will print minus 1. Right, so that covers the whole logic there, this solution. And of course, we can take a look at another solution I put there. Okay, so we can also define a function. And basically inside the function, we are doing the exact same logics there. Define the first variable, do the for loop. So to use if condition statement to determine if it's a wing, then adding the wings, okay, to that variable, and use if else if to determine the conditions and then print the output. And in the end, we just need to execute this function. Okay, we just need to call the function and then the program does the same. Okay, so about some Python knowledge that we need to solve this problem. So we need to know about the for loop, the basics, okay, the inputs, the strip function, the upper function, okay, and then if statement and if else statement, okay, so and the conditions. So from our second solution, we need to know how to write the function. But from the problem's perspective, we don't have to do that. Okay, we don't have to write the function. The first solution is sufficient. That's everything for today's lesson. Please click like if you like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.